Well, hello to everybody tuning in on the World Wide Web. Welcome again to Tradies Hockey Park in Sutherland Shire, in the beautiful south of Sydney on what is a glorious day, the day before Mother's Day in May 2022. Today we've got the Premier League 1 action. Arch rivals Sutho versus Moorebank. It's round 6 of the competition. Moorebank are on top of the table, but Sutherland, they're slowly making their way forward. As is usual, don't forget that we're streaming today in 1080p and high definition. So please feel free to stream to your television at home. Make sure you got the settings on your device or your phone correct to ensure you get the best viewing experience. And to help as well, please remember to comment. You can like, subscribe and comment on the stream. We can share your comments. And we invite comments not only from the Sutherland supporters, but also from the Moorebank supporters today. So please get involved, share your comments as we bring the action to you. Joining us today in commentary is Craig Turner. He's done a fabulous job the last few weeks, and we're glad to have him back today for the main action. And without further ado, I'm going to hand over to Craig.
Thanks, Luke. And welcome to all our viewers on a picture-perfect day for hockey here at Sylvania. A much-anticipated game here between Sutherland and Moorebank. Certainly, it's usually one of the highlights of the round in Premier League 1 men's hockey in Sydney. I'm not expecting anything different to happen this afternoon. I'm sure it'll be an exciting game, closely fought, and some exciting action at both ends of the pitch. So let's look first at the performance of these two teams as they come into this round 6 encounter. Firstly with Moorebank. Really, Moorebank have been the form team of the competition to date. They're up there in first spot in 12 points. They've had 4 wins, no draws and no losses from their games to date, and even more tellingly, their goal scoring has been right on target. So they've got 34 goals for and just 2 against. So that's a terrific goal difference. And they come into this game with an 8-0 win against Northern District Strikers last week. So really, they've got the form on the board through the first 5 rounds of the competition, and they come into this encounter red hot in terms of their performance in front of goal. For Sutherland, they're in the middle of the table, just in 6th position on 7 points. They had a sort of tough start to the year in terms of a couple of losses, but since then they've had a draw and a win. In fact, last week they had a 4-1 win against Briars, which was probably their best result, certainly their best result of the season to date. So they come in with a win behind them and looking to really consolidate on that in this week's game. So 2 strong performers and set for a very, very tough game today, I would expect. In terms of some of the players to watch, so let's have a look at some of the key players in the teams here. Firstly, with Moorebank, I think you can't go past Tristan White in defence. Number 18, Tristan is a proven performer, senior player in the Moorebank side, ex-Australian player, 3 times Sydney Player of the Year, Sydney Hockey Player of the Year. And really he'll look to dictate the game from Moorebank's point of view from the back. He's a central defender, a defensive mid, and he really seeks to control the game for Moorebank from deep defence. So he's a critical player in defence there for Moorebank. Also Nathan Stewart, number 16, another very well-credentialed player and a very strong midfielder for Moorebank. Further up the field, you've got Ryan Proctor, number 11, and Troy Sutherland, number 7, 2 of their midfielders and strikers that'll really have Sutherland under pressure. So, but really when you look across the park, Moorebank's got high performers in all positions, very strong team with a lot of depth. So watch out for those players today. On the Sutherland bench, We've got a new goalkeeper in today. So Daniel Bryant is deputising for Nathan Ackroyd, who's out today. So Daniel's had a couple of games in first grade, and but he's their regular second grade goalkeeper, and he had a good first half of second grade today. So he'll be certainly enthusiastic today and looking to show what he can do in the top grade. Also in defence for Sutherland, very experienced Alex Shaw, number 9. Alex is a proven performer for Sutherland in defence, and he's very calm and confident on the ball. He'll be key to Sutherland's defence. In the midfield, young Angus Callanan, number 4, very exciting prospect for Sutherland in the midfield. He's as fast as and very creative with his running and with his passing, so he might be a bit of an X factor for Sutherland in the centre. Up front for Sutherland, we've got another of the young guns, Harry Roberts, striker number 14. He's been in cracking form the last couple of weeks, particularly last week. He got a couple of goals on the board. I'm sure that will do wonders for his confidence, but he's lightning quick up front, and certainly if there's a loose ball around, then more than likely Harry's going to get to it first. And what's left to say about Matthew Bennett, number 11, perennial striker for Sutherland, does tend to favour the left side of the pitch, and really does some amazing things on the ball. So he'll be his experience will be key for Sutherland's young striker line, and his performance will be really important for today. So there's some of the players, but all in all, I think we're looking for a very exciting encounter today. Just in terms of some of the lead-up games, so we had earlier this afternoon, third grade encounter. It was a fairly convincing win in the end for Moorebank. They finished 4-1 up, so a pretty convincing win for Moorebank. Very strong performance by that Moorebank third grade side. And in second grade, that was a titanic tussle, really end-to-end hockey between these Sutherland and Moorebank teams. In the end, it finished 1-1. Moorebank did score early on and then held that 1-0 scoreline for probably 3/4 of the match, and then deep into the fourth quarter, Mason Neal for Sutherland got onto a ball that came loose in the attacking circle and equalised for Sutherland. So that was a very exciting second grade game. Those two teams would certainly expect to figure in the finals at the end of the year, so a draw for them today just cements their credentials. Moorebank have had a very good start to the season in second grade. Sutherland have struggled a bit, although they've had some better performances the last 2 weeks. But certainly that was a chance for Sutherland to sort of test where they're up to today, and coming away with a 1-1 draw against Moorebank was in the end a pretty good result for them, and would give them a lot of confidence for the games ahead. So only a couple of minutes away here from a start, so the teams are just finishing their warm-ups, and I think we'll be in for the conditions are good this afternoon, so we'll be in for a very high-paced game, I would expect. Traditionally there's plenty of action between these two teams on the pitch. Hopefully it's all with the hockey sticks today. So, time for last minute or so to grab a cool drink or a coffee and settle in for what should be a very exciting next 90 minutes.
So it looks like we've got some comments already. Special call out to Chris. Go Sutho, feeling confident about this one. Just a reminder, everybody, share your comments and you'll be part of the action.
So Moorebank's out on the pitch now, and Sutherland about to come out. Sutherland running north to south, so they've got the afternoon sun behind them. So it appears Moorebank is starting with the ball. And out to Tristan Wright, White at right defender. That pass intercepted by Matthew Bennett and quickly transferred to Angus Cullinan to the right side. Riley Lloyd back to Alex Shaw and back again to Mitch Ray. So just each side feeling each other out, just getting the feel of the ball, the pace of the ball on the pitch. Ball with Tristan White. Looks up and sees a wall of blue there, so takes it out, reset through the left side. That's a good pick up from Harry Roberts there from that loose ball through Riley Nyland to Angus Callan in the centre. Just a missed trap on the turnover. Ryan Proctor on the ball. That's good strength from Angus. 3 on him there. Managed to get through. Callum Mackay into Nigel Croak. Some acrobatics there from Troy Sutherland, but just lost the ball at the final moment. Sutherland, a turnover there to Moorebank, which could have proved costly. Unfortunately, Daniel Bryant got it clear. Oh, good turnover from Moorebank, deep in Sutherland's defence. So Sutherland a bit hemmed in here on their deep side, left side defence. They've turned it over again. That's a hot, excellent pressure from Moorebank. Moorebank will reset from the halfway. They're holding the ball here whilst their striker line looks for position. Harry Roberts is on that ball. He's looked up and only sees Moorebank in front of him, so he's going to drop it back, I would expect here. Through Angus Callanan. Ryan Proctor on the ball, out to Tristan White. Oh, that pass intercepted by Harry Roberts and straight through to Christian Halyard. 1-on-3 there, so he needs to retain possession here. He's done that through Angus Callanan. It's important Sutherland can retain the ball in the attacking 25 here. They don't want a cheap turnover. It's their turn to mount some pressure on the Moorebank defence here. Ball into Riley Lloyd, and he's popped that in the net. So Riley Lloyd's initial shot was blocked by the goalkeeper but not cleared, and Riley managed to get back onto it and has popped the rebound into the net. So Sutherland have taken the early lead here, 1-0 after 6 minutes. Moorebank. That was a fantastic pass from Ryan Proctor through to Troy Sutherland, but his shot was millimetres wide of Daniel Bryant's left post. So good opportunity there for Moorebank, and really just a lick of paint between that shot and the goal. Blake and Anders with the ball out on the right side, just trying to work that 1-2 with Hayden Neal. That's a good intercept by Michael Sharkey. Very strong in the circle there. Christian Halyard now on the ball and out to Harry Roberts. This is where Sutherland have got to retain possession. Got a few too many cheap turnovers early on. That's a good crossfield transfer through Blake Hernandez. The pass just eluded Hayden Neal, but it's good to see. They've got to be able to get that ball out of the left side and to the open side. So Sutherland falling away here, just to try and congest their half. Make it difficult for Moorebank to find any free player. That's a good intercept from Blake Hernandez. Zach Keelan on that ball through to Christian Halyard. And he'll look to yes, he's found a free hit there, so that's good strength on the ball from Buzz there, and he's retained possession for Sutherland, which is what they desperately needed there coming out of defence. So it's a pretty even start. Probably a little bit more possession with Moorebank, but Sutherland have got the early score on the board. That's a terrific pass from Tristan White through to Troy Sutherland. And an excellent cross, just looking for the touch-in on the far post. And unfortunately the Moorebank right striker hadn't quite made the extra few yards, but that was a very dangerous attacking move. Interesting, that's come from a long ball from deep in Moorebank's defence. So on that occasion they've bypassed their midfield, and it was very effective in finding Sutherland a little bit short. So you might see a little bit more of that. That was a good back tackling work by Riley Nyland there. Forced the error from Moorebank and a turnover just outside Sutherland's 25. Alex Shaw coming forward with the ball now. Michael Sharkey now on it, looking for Mason Neal. Bouncing ball just came off Mason's stick there. Hayden Neal's stick. Great pass from Riley Nyland there. Just a little deflection pass. Found Hayden Neal back with Riley Nyland. Unfortunately, that one's completely missed its target. So Moorebank now back on the attack. They're building slowly this time, trying to get numbers forward. That one easily picked off by Alex Shaw. So 5 minutes of this first quarter remaining. At this stage, Sutherland 1-0 up, but very even. Very even so far. That overhead to Michael Sharkey on the right. That ball up off the stick of the Moorebank defender, so it's a free hit to Sutherland. Good pick up by Ryan Proctor there, through to Troy Sutherland. Very good centering pass through Heath Ogilvie, and Mitch Ray picked that one up just outside the 7-yard spot. Pretty vital interception. Turnover just outside the 25 to Moorebank. Has them in a strong attacking position. With a missed trap through Toby Mallon, and Sutherland back in possession. Now the ball's with Matthew Bennett out on the left. Ball off the foot of a Moorebank defender, so Sutherland have a free hit just inside the 25. Has a lot of Moorebank defenders in front of him, so back to Alex Shaw to see if we can find a bit more space by coming from deeper. A fantastic opportunistic goal from Matthew Bennett. He's picked up another loose ball inside the circle, so a deflection off a Moorebank defender, and Matthew Bennett was there on the spot and he's put the ball in the roof of the net. So Sutherland now 2-0 up, 2 minutes to go in this quarter. Some strong right side defence there from Sutherland. It's pushed Moorebank back. And Alex Shaw cleans up in the circle. Good strength on the ball there from Angus Callanan, and Sutherland with the free hit out of defence. That ball's through to Harry Roberts. Just couldn't control the overhead. Moorebank will be wondering what happened there. So that was a very dangerous cross-field pass, and very unfortunate not to be able to put that one in the far corner. Unfortunately, that ball's come up off Christian Halliard's stick. Right idea with a deflection there to try and change the angle. It just lifted the ball into the Moorebank defender, so free hit to Moorebank. So we finished the first quarter with a scoreline of 2-0 in Sutherland's favour. That's a good strong quarter. Actually, on the balance of play, a strong quarter from both sides. They've both put pressure going into attack. Probably more of that pressure from Moorebank on Sutherland's defence. However, from very few opportunities, Sutherland have converted. They've taken full advantage of their opportunities, and they've got the 2-0 lead. So stranger things have happened, but sometimes that early pressure doesn't always turn into initial results. So, but there's no need for either side to panic at this stage. Moorebank will be looking to continue that and really just take a little more care in the D and put the ball away when it's there. For Sutherland, they've certainly taken full advantage of the opportunities they've had. They'll be looking to play the ball under control into their midfield. They need to get more of the ball outside their 25. So a good start for both teams, and Sutherland with the early advantage. Looks like John Cowan's got plenty to say. Coach of Sutherland over there. I think they'll be saying keep it simple. The opportunities are there. So teams coming back onto the pitch. And Moorebank again with the hit off. So Sutherland back in possession after that early error out on the sideline for Moorebank. It's good possession by Sutherland. Oh! Taken off Angus Cullen's stick, but fortunately Alex Shaw was there to clean up. Zach Keelan's picked up that ball, found Christian Halyard. So that's a good turnover in the striker line. Mason Neal on the ball. Moorebank strikers working hard there to stop Sutherland's transfer. Trying to keep it hemmed in here on the right side. Oh, good touch by Alex Shaw on the ball. And Harry Roberts was straight on that and found Ryan Proctor not 5 yards from the free hit. So a penalty corner to Sutherland. It's the first penalty corner for the match. Smart thinking there by Harry. As a defender, when that striker comes straight at you, it's very difficult to resist the opportunity to make a play at the ball, and as a consequence, Harry was able to draw the infringement and a first penalty corner. Excellent penalty corner from Christian Halyard. He has put that ball just to the goalkeeper's right, I think, and low into the goal. So a third goal from Sutherland. This is starting to look very, very good for Sutherland, and just a bit difficult for Moorebank. Alex Shaw again in the centre has made a vital dispossession. Another long ball from Moorebank through the striker line. That one intercepted confidently by Blake Hernandez. Oh, that was a That was some quick passing through Troy Sutherland in attack that just eluded Moorebank's final striker. So a couple of very clear opportunities from Moorebank that have just gone begging.
Be deliberate. It's a new rule.
So Moorebank with the corner. And that's good desperation in defence there, that time from Riley Nyland. So Sutherland all in front of the ball, so we've got our whole team back. This is where they need to just consolidate a little. Great tackle by Michael Sharkey there, just pinch that ball. Blake Hernandez there has taken the ball off Troy Sutherland's stick. And a good play by Hayden Neal, just winning the free hit for the defence. Sutherland need to stretch out a bit here, create some space for their midfield. Alex Shaw didn't see any space, so he threw the long overhead. So still the weight of possession is with Moorebank. They can't complain about lack of possession of the ball. Oh, it's turnover there. It's got Moorebank forward in numbers. And that time the pass stuck. And I think, just trying to see who the Moorebank scorer was there. I think it was Nick Jennings coming in on the right. So Moorebank have pulled one back. And with 10 minutes to go, Sutherland is now 3-1 up.
Good, Riley. Good. Both of you.
So Michael Sharkey on the ball from just inside the 25. And now the Moorebank defence come away with it. So Sutherland have got a high press on here. They've got their strikers up. Just trying to put some bit more pressure on Moorebank midfield as they come out of their 25. Ball with Heath Ogilvie. Back to Nathan Stewart. Mr. Tristan White. Now with Ryan Proctor. Oh, fantastic interception from Blake Hernandez. Excellent pace and determination there. So Moorebank defence just holding the ball, just working it up to the 25 now. without really any pressure from Sutherland. So they've been given plenty of real estate there. And in the end, the passes eluded Heath Ogilvy's stick, and Sutherland come away with 16. Michael Sharkey on the ball for Sutherland. Harry Roberts now. Oh, that's a turnover. So Moorebank comes streaming forward. That was an ambitious shot from a very tight angle. But see there the danger of a turnover just outside the 25. Sutherland's defence was really caught a bit short, which is unsurprising from that position. So free hit to Moorebank just outside the 25. Umpire's now happy with the ball position. It's Ryan Proctor on the ball. So that pass from Ryan Proctor to Heath Ogilvy just found him in too much space, and very well directed shot right into the corner gave Daniel Bryant no chance. So some loose marking in defence there from Sutherland on the opposite side to the ball, and they've paid the penalty with Moorebank getting a clean shot at goal, and now they trail just by 1. So with 5 minutes to go, Sutherland leads 3-2. Good intercept from Alex Shaw there, just inside the circle. These high turnovers are costly to Sutherland. Moorebank's very practiced at the fast counter-attack. Oh, Mitch Ray has just lost the ball. He's regained it. That was potentially a very difficult decision to lose the ball in, but he got it back, cleaned up his own mess. Sutherland now with the ball on the left sideline. I think the umpire's just explaining to Troy Sutherland that he's got the whistle and will make the decisions. A good overhead from Blake Hernandez, picked up by Harry Roberts. Brought the ball to ground, but then just lost it forward, and the ball turned over. Moorebank now come forward. Angus Callan has picked that one up. That's good control from Christian Halliard. Kept possession of the ball under pressure with Blake Hernandez again. So he'll go back through his deep defenders. Excellent pass from Alex Shaw has found Michael Shark. He's streaming forward. infringement from a Sutherland attacker as they tried to receive that ball. Some loose marking from Sutherland in defence there. Nigel Croak found himself in a huge amount of space. It was potentially very dangerous. Fortunately, Sutherland recovered and the ball's back down with Moorebank's defence to come forward again. That's good work by Blake Hernandez there. Just managed to deflect the ball onto the foot of the Moorebank striker. Good intercept. And the overhead's picked up by Harry Roberts again. This time his long pass just failed to get through. Tristan White has seen those before and managed to pick it up quite comfortably. Two balls on the pitch, so the umpires asked the players to start that one again. Deflection there from Mason Neal, almost found Matthew Bennett high in the circle, just eluded him. Ryan Proctor coming forward with a good pace there. He's on the ball again. And I think he didn't have it quite on the exact position the umpire wanted it. And frustratingly for Moorebank, the ball's trickled over the back line again. So just seconds to go in this quarter. So at the end of the first half, the players leave the pitch for oranges or whatever else they might imbibe. Sutherland have a lead of 3-2. And in a good position, but certainly this game very much still in the balance. That was a good quarter for Moorebank. They made a few more passes stick in the attacking circle and were rewarded with 2 goals. Sutherland got one through Christian Halyard's corner. So Moorebank just won the quarter, but just trail on the scoreboard. So in fact, this game is living up to all expectations. It's tightly contested. Plenty of goals, so 5 goals in a first half is good for spectators. There were plenty of opportunities at both ends of the field. Just the one penalty corner of the half, and that came to Sutherland, which they were successful in converting. I think both teams will be looking at how they can reduce their error rates and unforced turnovers in the second half. They're both creating space and opportunity, but they both need to be able to hang on to the ball, especially under pressure.
Well, that's half time here at Tradies Hockey Park, and we thank Craig for his expert comments during the first half. We have a bit of a high-scoring affair, 5 goals already, but Sutherland, after going up 3-0, the score at half-time is Sutherland 3, Moorebank 2. We're going to allow Craig just a moment to have a drink and a rest, and we'll be back shortly for the second half. How about that start from Sutherland? We're just about to start the second half here at Sutherland. Sutherland lead the game for 3 goals to 2 as they come out for what is going to be a very entertaining second half. Don't forget, if you're in for some more hockey after this, feel free to go to the the Sydney Hockey Facebook page for tonight's live stream. Another top of the table clash, Northwest Strikers versus Ride Hunters Hill. But for now, we're starting the second half and we'll send you back over to Craig Turner.
So the team's back on the pitch and Moorebank straight back into it. Angus Callan. Angus. So Moorebank now with the ball. Toby Mel. Strength there from Angus Callanan in defence. Sorry for the momentary blackout on commentary there. I hadn't gone to sleep, just some technical issues. So Golden opportunity here for Sutherland. They've done well in the first half with a 3-goal lead. Moorebank got 2 back, so Sutherland still have the advantage. You'd call this game very even at this stage, regardless of what the scoreboard says. So Moorebank have their first penalty corner. So a chance here for Daniel Bryant to take charge. Blake Hernandez has blocked that shot from Heath Ogilvie. He's run straight down the line of the ball there and blocked it with his stick. So excellent running, courageous running from him. Heath Ogilvie again demonstrating what a dangerous striker is. Turned on a dime there with the ball at the top and just missed the top right corner of the goal. Christian Halliard picking up that overhead expertly and retains possession of the ball now through to Angus Cullinan on the running through the left. Harry Roberts now on the ball. Now back with Angus Cullinan. This is better possession from Sutherland in attack. Unfortunately, Michael Sharkey found too many Moorebank defenders in front of him and now the ball's back with Moorebank's defence, so they try and work it through their midfield. Tristan White pushing forward down the right. Good defence there by Riley Lloyd. Just picked the ball off Toby Mallon's stick. Nathan Stewart. Good intercept again by Blake Hernandez. But Moorebank with the ball. Sutherland under pressure here. Oh, well worked along the baseline by Moorebank. Mitch Ray made the final intercept there and cleared the circle. Now with Riley Nyland. So Moorebank put two on one there with Harry Roberts and forced the turnover. Daniel Bryant made the save there. Unfortunately, the ball has just come off Matthew Bennett's foot, so another penalty corner to Moorebank. You get the feeling that Moorebank have lifted their intensity a little bit in this third quarter and come out from the halftime chat, and certainly I think they've lifted their intensity on the ball, and that's in part resulted in 2 penalty corners. So that was a bit messy from Moorebank, not a well-directed injection, and then the shot was bobbly, but Daniel Bryant was able to stop it. Michael Sharkey cleared that ball from the circle, but it's back with Moorebank again. So Sutherland are essentially restricted to their 25 here. Got to find a way to get the ball through the midfield. So Ryan Proctor's just infringed there in the tussle with Zach Keelan, so a free hit to Sutherland. Alex Shaw's got a ring of Moorebank players in front of him. Still, Sutherland have been able to get the ball to the far side of the field. Unfortunately, the final pass there has come astray and another turnover to Moorebank. Another excellent tackle from Blake Hernandez. Tristan Wright with the ball. Christian Haddad just forced him over the sideline. That ball through to Troy Sutherland on the top of the circle. Another penalty corner to Moorebank. So 2 batteries for Moorebank at the top of the circle. Yeah. Great save from Daniel Bryant. Moorebank looking for the ball onto the foot there, but just didn't find it. So Sutherland come away from defence. So that ball over the sideline off a Moorebank stick. Matthew Bennett's pass deep into the same circle was picked off by Moorebank, only just. Angus Cullen on the ball under lots of pressure. And in fact, a bit too much illegal pressure according to the umpire. So Heath Ogilvie has taken a green card, so that's a 2-minute suspension for him. And Moorebank are now down to 10 for the next 2 minutes. Christian Halyard on the ball. He's left it for Michael Sharkey. He's done the overhead to Blake Hernandez deep in the circle. And almost found Harry Roberts there, but unfortunately he's stick-checked the Moorebank defender, so free hit to Moorebank. Ball now is Toby Mallon. Through Nathan Stewart to Tristan White. And back again. So Sutherland are really letting Moorebank have the ball in their half and then trying to win the ball back as they come forward. Done it successfully on that occasion. So Blake Hernandez has gone forward, found Harry Roberts. Unfortunately, the ball just came a bit far off his stick and Tristan White was on hand to pick it up. Oh, good tackle there from Blake Hernandez. Sutherland were being stretched and he just managed to get onto that ball. 1-2 pass. Another long overhead from Alex Shaw. This one picked out by Moorebank. Excellent intercept from Harry Roberts. You know, he's got to find another blue shirt, and he's done that with Riley Nyland in the centre. Good control from him. Sutherland are outnumbered comprehensively there, which is why they've come undone. Good intercept again by Harry. This one back with Matthew Bennett, and he's gone the overhead. He's asked Harry to do the 30-yard sprint there. Unfortunately, he couldn't get on the ball on the end of it. So Moorebank coming forward again. A long pass again picked off. The long passes look spectacular when they work. However, the odds aren't always with success with those passes. Good pass by Alex Shaw onto Hayden Neal's stick. Unfortunately, Zach Keelan couldn't control the ball. Ryan Proctor coming forward, found Toby Mellon out wide. And Mitch Ray and Alex Shaw between them have cleaned up that attack. Sutherland team starting to show some of the impacts of all the ball possession Moorebank have had. Sutherland's running has started to fall away. So 2 minutes remaining in this quarter. Score remains 3-2 where it was at half time. Moorebank have been pressing through this quarter, had a couple of good chances through penalty corners. So Mitch Ray looking for the long pass. And picked off by the Moorebank deep defence. Tristan White now on the ball in the midfield. With just a minute to go, Moorebank will be looking for a result from this attack. Shot on goal or a penalty corner would do them. That's superb defence from Alex Shaw on Heath Ogilvie, but the ball's back with Toby Mellon. And I don't know how Blake Hernandez and Daniel Bryant kept that out. But they did. So a corner to Moorebank. 30 seconds to go in this quarter. Another slider in from Tristan White. Almost found the Moorebank stick, but Sutherland came away with it. Alex Shaw made that tackle outside the circle. Another corner to Moorebank, and this time Angus Callanan's come away with the ball, and he'll hold it to the end of that quarter. So some desperate defending by Sutherland, particularly in that last 2 minutes, as Moorebank piled on the pressure. Their circle penetrations would be way in favour of Moorebank versus Sutherland. I haven't kept account of those, but Moorebank are really penetrating the Sutherland circle almost at will, particularly with longer passes. They're not trying to run the ball into the D as a consistent play. So Sutherland need to put more pressure on the Moorebank midfield coming forward if they're going to keep control of that defence. So this game very evenly poised. Moorebank with certainly the field position advantage and the ball possession advantage through that quarter, and particularly in the latter half of that quarter. I think Sutherland have tied significantly. So the challenge is now with Sutherland. Can they reset and redouble their efforts for a final quarter? I'm sure this is going to be a hectic final quarter as Moorebank look for the equaliser, and Sutherland look to, well, they need to score again. To be sure of this win, they're not going to hang on with a 3-2 advantage and be confident of a victory there. I feel that there's more goals to come in this final quarter. So hang on to your seats and let's look forward to the last 17 minutes.
So we talked about this. Yeah, I know.
So Sutherland start with the ball and Moorebank pour forward. So their strategy is clear. Put the Sutherland pressure under as much pressure as they can and try and force the turnovers up high. Riley Nyland on the ball, but with two defenders to beat, just couldn't do that. So Moorebank back with the ball. Pushing forward now. Ryan Proctor was at the end of that play, and from about 8 yards out, unfortunately the ball bounced on him and his shot was high over the crossbar. Sutherland need to settle here. They've got to get numbers around the ball and numbers around their ball carrier. Give the player in possession of the ball support. That ball into the D has come smack into Michael Sharkey's leg, and so that's a penalty corner to Moorebank. Their first of the quarter. So we're just 2 minutes in and already Moorebank are setting up for a penalty corner. So Nathan Stewart with the ball, and that drag flick has gone just wide of the goalkeeper's right post. So Sutherland counter-attack quickly through Matthew Bennett. His crossfield transfer was intercepted, but still the ball is with Sutherland from the sideline. So Sutherland have the ball deep in attack. This is where they need to maintain possession. Force the error from the Moorebank defence.
Hey, Riley.
That ball was off the Moorebank defender over the back line, so corner for Sutherland. Come back through Mitch Ray and Alex Shaw. So that ball off a defender's stick is looped high into the circle, and then the umpire has blown the danger in the circle. So a penalty corner to Sutherland, which is just their second of the match. They had good success from their first penalty corner. Let's see what they've got planned this time. So Blake Hernandez and Christian Halliard are on the two batteries at the top of the circle. Christian Halliard again had the strike. That one was a little bit higher from him and gave the goalkeeper a little bit more opportunity to get his hand to it, which he did, and cleared the ball high over the back line. So Sutherland with the ball from the 25 to restart. This is where Sutherland want to be, in possession of the ball deep in Moorebank's half. Matthew Bennett now with it. Got his ball into the circle and forced a clearance from Moorebank's goalkeeper. That clearance went perilously close to Harry Roberts' stick. Well, that's an error in the back pass from Michael Sharkey. Ball now with Moorebank. That almost turned into a nasty situation for Sutherland's defence. Alex Shaw sweeping in behind, intercepted that pass in. And Christian Halliard again very strong on the ball. He's done really well today with his ball possession, Christian Halliard. When he's got the ball, he's made sure he's kept it under control. Now the ball with Harry Roberts going into the circle. And the ball just came off his stick to give the defender an opportunity just at the last second there. Excellent tackle again by Blake Hernandez. Unfortunately, his clearance didn't work and the ball went back with Moorebank. And another strong clearance from Daniel Bryant just denied Heath Ogilvie a shot at goal. It's well done by Daniel. Got forward to that ball very quickly and down. Sutherland come out of defence through Riley Lloyd. So score still 3-2 with 10 minutes to go. Alex Shaw on the ball. Another long overhead. Found Mason Neal. But that was a very difficult one for him to control running forward. Ryan Proctor now. And a penalty against Troy Sutherland there, I think. Final just didn't receive the ball well, either hit his foot or the back of his stick. Oh, Sutherland coming forward now through Riley and Ireland. So Sutherland have the ball in the attacking half. They've got plenty of Moorebank defenders in front of them, but this is where they want to be. Unfortunately, Zach Keelan couldn't keep that ball going into attack, so Moorebank have the free hit. So Moorebank have got two strikers in the circle. They're looking for that long ball through. That wasn't a good pass. There were too many defenders there in front of Christian Halliard for that ball to get through. Matthew Bennett intercept that crossfield, ambitious crossfield pass. Just couldn't control it. But that was a good effort, and Sutherland need more of that sort of running in this final 10 minutes. Another intercept from Matthew Bennett. It's particularly well timed. Coming forward through Christian Halliard to Riley Nyland. Harry Roberts is running high. Unfortunately, too many Moorebank defenders there. And they come away with the ball. Oh, Blake Hernandez, desperate effort there to keep the ball in field, but unfortunately his clearance to no avail. So that cross in from Nathan Stewart didn't seem to be directed at a particular player and consequently got across all the way across the circle. Moorebank with the ball just outside the circle. Moorebank really are peppering this Sutherland defence. Sutherland have got 11 back. This is where they need to be able to try and retain possession of the ball. This is better play. Got to work it out of this tight corner. And Matthew Bennett showing his experience there. Work the ball off the Moorebank stick over the sideline. Long pass forward. Harry Roberts received that, and the Moorebank defender wasn't 5 yards, so a free hit to Sutherland. Excellent play by Harry. He got that ball into the circle. Almost found Hayden Neal in front of the goalkeeper. That was a sharp chance. Moorebank coming forward again. They're making good use of their high strikers. They're really stretching the Sutherland defence. Again, Sutherland back in numbers. This time with Christian Halliard, their centre striker. Oh, great desperation from him. Got the ball through to Matthew Bennett. He'll try and make sure of this pass. So we're down to 4.5 minutes to go. So the question for Moorebank now is, what are they trying different now? They've had the field position, they've had the ball possession, but Sutherland have kept them out. Come forward again. Good tackle from Angus Callanan. Just dislodged the ball there. That was good defence. Just at the 25 from Sutherland. Just broke the Moorebank attack down. There was shot after shot there. I'd almost describe that as a melee, and out of that, Moorebank have won the penalty corner. So we're now down to 3.5 minutes. Moorebank with another penalty corner. Going the double battery. So excellent running again from Blake Hernandez. The ball was dropped left that time to Tristan White, and he was under too much pressure to get a clear shot away. And the Sutherland defence kept the ball out again. So Sutherland are essentially defending from inside their 25 now. The half-field press has become a quarter-field press. Makes it difficult for Moorebank to find a player in space. There's 11 Sutherland players back there now in possession of the ball. The strikers have run forward. And ball off a Moorebank defender over the sideline. So Sutherland have the ball just inside Moorebank's 25. Sutherland will take plenty of time to get up there for this one. We're now in the final 2 minutes. The score still 3-2 with Sutherland. Riley Lloyd on the ball. Needs to keep control there. This is where Sutherland need to be patient and keep the ball in the Moorebank defence. Excellent tackle from Riley Lloyd. A lot of courage in that. And the ball's with Matthew Bennett. And we see Matthew Bennett on the left side with a tomahawk, that trademark tomahawk. He's very quick with that shot and just gave the goalkeeper no chance to adjust his lines. So Sutherland have scored the first goal of the quarter and extend their lead to 4-2. Moorebank with the ball on the sideline. We're into the final minute. Ball off a Sutherland foot there just in front of the goal. Forces another penalty corner. Moorebank really running short of time here. Matthew Bennett was caught defending, and unaccustomed as he is to that position, he also scored a bit of a whack on the leg, so he's retiring gracefully to the halfway. So 24 seconds to go. And that ball has gone low to Daniel Bryant's right and into the goal, so Moorebank have pulled one back. Score now 4-3, but with just 10 seconds to go, in fact, the players have called it. So at the end of the fourth quarter, Sutherland finish with a 4-3 win an excellent result for them. Always a tightly contested game, and this was no different. And plenty of goals, 7 in total. But in the end, Sutherland have finished in front, 4 goals to 3. So Sutherland will take a lot of confidence out of that. They've upset the top team in the competition to date. So Moorebank with four wins from their four games so far. That's their first points dropped for the season. For Sutherland, second win on the trot, and against the competition pace setter, moreover. So great weekend here for Sutherland. 4-3 in Premier League 1, a 1-1 draw in second grade, and Moorebank finishing 4-1 up in third grade. So I think that's all from me. Good afternoon.
Thank you to Craig for his commentary and his expert analysis today. And congratulations to Sutherland, beating the top of the table, Moorebank, 4 goals to 3. Remember, if you want some more live hockey action tonight, move over to the Sydney Hockey Facebook page, where you'll be able to see the Northwest Strikers versus Ride Hunters Hill. PL2 starts at 5 p.m, with the main game, PL1, starting at 6:30. Well, thank you to everybody again who tuned in, and thank you to all the volunteers that provide this production. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, and we're bringing a very special couple of games to you tomorrow from the Sydney Uni hockey fields. That's the Bruce Pryor hockey fields at Lidcombe. We'll be there to showcase Sutherland's women's teams against Sydney University. So tune in. First game starts at 9 a.m. and ML4 is at 12. That's tomorrow morning. Until the mothers out there, have a very happy Mother's Day. Bye for now.